Hey guys, Scott here from Chernobyl Studios, and today we're going to talk about studio monitors. As always, please like the video, hit the bell notification, and subscribe so you don't miss my future videos. So let's chat about my Eve Audio SC204 monitors. I've been using these for many years already, and after countless YouTube videos, well, not countless YouTube videos, but a lot of YouTube videos, and definitely a lot of mixes over the past few years, I feel pretty confident talking about these and recommending them to you. So how did I come to buy Eve Audio monitors? What happened? Why do I like them so much? Well, there's a cool story about that actually. I remember the first time I heard these monitors, I was working on my Morning Pyre EP at a place called Kiev Sound Studio. This was back in 2014. That day they had a number of monitors coming and they wanted to test them. While we were mixing the EP, the guy was like, "Hey, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and see what this mix sounds like on all the different monitors." I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" The first pair were these big white egg-shaped monitors. I remember just looking at those going, "Wow, those look ridiculous." Those were the Monroe Sonic Egg 150s, which they're out of business now. Anyways, I hated them. It felt like I was underwater. There wasn't it wasn't it felt very muddy and not detailed for me. No clarity. So I was like, no, 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 get rid of those. Those are awful. Let's go to the next pair. Well, the next pair just happened to be Eve Audio SC208s. Hooked them up, started playing the mix, and my jaw hit the floor. It was just like everything was so clean and defined. I could hear every detail, and I really liked the way the highs were represented. And it felt like I could hear things that I couldn't hear in my own song that I wrote and had recorded. I was hearing things that I hadn't heard before. They were so smooth and clear, and they didn't sound, woofy or super mid-rangey or undefined. I liked them so much that I told the guy, I was like, "Nope, we are going to finish mixing on these monitors. I really like the way these sound." And that was that. So we finished the EP with those SC 208s. And at my first opportunity, I bought myself the Eve Audio SC204 studio monitors, which I'm using right now and I have been using for years. Now, if you haven't heard of Eve Audio, don't feel bad. Eve Audio are still relatively new in the game. However, they have a good pedigree when it comes to designing monitors. Looking at the design, you might think, those look a lot like another pair of monitors I've seen before. Hmm. Well, yes, if you haven't guessed it, okay, Adam Audio, Eve Audio, should be pretty clear to you now. So, Eve Audio was founded in May 2011 in Berlin by Roland Stentz. It's the same guy who helped found Adam in 1999. So, Roland has continued developing the air motion transformer, which are these vertical tweeters here. They've been changed and updated in the Eve line, and I believe these things represent the high end of a mix perfectly without much coloration. Any other monitor I listen to, it just sounds dull. Like my hands are over my ears and I don't get the same amount of detail, in my opinion, as I'm getting with the Eve audio monitors. Now, this being a 4-inch speaker, and for the size that it does reproduce low end quite well. Obviously, you're going to have issues where the really, really sub lows are not going to be represented. But when you're working in metal and stuff like that, you don't really need these sub lows, and you can just get a nice pair of studio headphones to help you monitor that range and make sure everything is working okay. But for metal, which is what I work in, the SC204s have been perfectly fine for me. Now, if we look at a picture here, there's a knob here on the front. As you can see, you can adjust the highs, the lows. There's a desk setting, which is interesting because if you have these sitting on a desk or where there's a reflection right away, there seems to be a reflection that bounces off the desk back into your ear. You can actually adjust that particular frequency range to help circumvent that resonance bouncing back into your ears. That is pretty neat. Now, on the back, obviously, you can make it so nobody can adjust your settings with these dip switches. You have a wall mount ability here. You can screw these directly into a mic stand if you wanted. There's a female line on the bottom of the monitors here. But anyway, let's not get too bored with the technical details. I mean, these are great monitors, and all the technical wizards and nerds are gonna go look at all those other videos. Why might you want to grab these? Okay, well, first of all, hey, they're affordable, all right? Depending on where you live, you can grab, for example, the ST204s that I have as a pair, individually for less than 500 bucks. These monitors compare very well against other monitor brands that are easily twice the price, okay? Now, the same AMT vertical tweeter technology is present. You get the same punchy bass sound due to the bass port design in the back. They're really stylish. I should also mention that they're well built. My monitors feel like if they accidentally fell off my monitor stand, I'm pretty confident that they would survive. Okay. They're pretty well built, nice and sturdy. But hey, what about mixing, right? What about a room with no acoustic treatment? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but that's been my situation forever because I live in Kiev and I rent apartments, and generally I can't touch the walls because the apartment owner basically says they don't want holes in their walls because they don't want to replace the wallpaper and so on. So I've never been able to acoustically treat my rooms. However, I've just circumvented that by mixing at really low volumes. And these monitors are fantastic at really low volumes. I can still hear many problems in the mix. I get great instrument placement. I swear these vertical tweeters represent the highs so well that I don't need the music to be very loud. And I do have studio monitor headphones if I want to get really detailed with the bass, so that's not a big issue for me. But the main thing is I can just put some reference tracks on at a low volume, listen to them with the mix I'm working on, and these are fantastic. I still get a great result at low volumes, even in a room without much acoustic treatment. Plus, it's very often that I'm mixing late at night or at a free moment when my daughter is asleep. So, in a way, I feel mixing at low volumes and being forced to do that has been an advantage for me. I don't ever foresee myself mixing at loud volumes or wanting to crank the volume ever, even when I have a room with nice acoustic treatment in the future. And like I say, of all the speakers I've heard, for me personally, Eve Audio is the most transparent and accurate, and they work perfectly for me. Okay, I can load up any professional song and understand how to reference off them. I mean, sure, my work might be a little bit harder because of the room, but there are ways around it, which I just mentioned, and these monitors work best for me. Now, this video is not, I don't want to make it, it's not any marketing bullshit here. So, I mean, here's a word of caution, guys. If you won't be able to just go to YouTube and look at frequency comparison videos of like a Genelec and an Eve Audio and go, well, the Genelec frequency response is, it doesn't work like that. Okay, you have to go and try these monitors with your own ears yourself because all monitors are voiced differently. Even monitors in the same line are voiced differently. It's just the way it is. So you have to go and test them yourself. Okay. So just because the guy did a comparison video with a Genelec or an Eve Audio or a Yamaha, and the white noise passed through it created a flat frequency response, it means nothing because there's no music there. There's nothing there. There's nothing bouncing off the walls. There's no dynamic range. There's nothing happening. And the worst part about it is your ears are not there in a real life setting. So you have to go and try these monitors yourself. It's popular to do this, right? See, this company is better because the frequency response. The truth is that the frequency response comparison video tells a very small part of the story. Okay, yeah, a flat response is important. Okay, but no speaker out there is totally flat. They're all voiced in a particular way. All right, all speakers have their own sound signature. It's the way it is. So you're gonna have to go and try these speakers for yourself and see if they're going to work for you. All right. At the end of the day, you'll still have to learn nuances of the speaker that you choose and how it reacts in your room. But when you've done that, I'm pretty confident that you'll agree with me. Okay, that Eve Audio really have something going here, and you really should check them out. Technology is amazing. I don't think you're going to find any monitor out there that represents the high end as well as Eve Audio monitors do. I really love them. I'm not endorsed by them or anything. This is not a marketing campaign for them. This is actually the first video I've ever made on my channel about the monitors that I use. So hey, if you haven't checked them out, grab a pair over the holiday season now, or go to a store, put them to the test. I do not think you'll be disappointed. All right. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you have a pair of Eve Audio monitors. What do you think of them? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one.